The 2015 Virginia men's lacrosse season is underway, and the start of the new year mirrored that of the season prior, with a thrilling match against the 2012 national champion Loyola Greyhounds. And although the Cavaliers traveled to Baltimore as the lower-ranked team, Virginia won 13-12.
Since September, this team has probably practiced as well as any group in recent memory or that I can recall, and so we've really been pleased about that. You know, it's a little easier to get your players' attention in the cold of January when you're looking at a first game opponent like Loyola.
Of Virginia's 13 goals, 9 came from the midfield as captain Greg Caholen and sophomore Zed Williams combined for nearly half of the team's total points. Williams scored the eventual game-winning goal in only his second career start, while Caholen was recognized as the ACC Offensive Player of the Week.
They're all big, strong, athletic kids, very much what I would describe as ACC middies, and I like who we are on the attack. You know, we're not a real big attack, you know, but we should be able to keep pressure on by, you know, coming through the midfield at the very least, and so we need to be a consistent presence there and be able to generate opportunities and finish opportunities in front of the cage, and I would fully expect that we're going to be able to do that.
A week before its first game, Virginia received the disappointing news that preseason All-American defenseman Tanner Scales would miss the season with a torn Achilles. An already young defense would be forced to take on the 7th-ranked team in the country without their returning leader in ground balls and cause turnovers.
I mean, we've always had, you know, great senior leadership here, and when we've had our best teams, our older guys have always led the way, and so it's instrumental in a college program. You sort of go where your older guys take you, you know, more often than not. This year, we are a younger group. We're extraordinarily new at the defensive end of the field. You know, we're going to be depending on some new players in key areas, kind of all over the field.
7 Cavaliers played their first career games against Loyola, while senior defenseman Davi Sacco's first career start pitted him against All-American Nico Pontrello. Sacco held the Loyola attacker to just 1 goal, earning ACC Defensive Player of the Week honors.
First of all, I'm just so proud of the freshmen. None of us have ever started a game before this one. We just have no ego out there. We're just all on the same level, and it made us be able to play better that way.
A key component to the defense stands in goal for Virginia as Matt Barrett returns for his sophomore year. His 149 saves last season ranked second all-time for a Virginia freshman, and his 9 saves against Loyola led the Cavaliers to an opening win in 2015. This is the first time UVA has had a goalie return for back-to-back seasons since 2011.
To be a returning starter is really cool, and it just puts pressure on me, obviously, but it's good pressure. It makes you just more focused. Communication on the defense is huge for us this year. We're gonna have to play really well together. So I think just making sure everyone's on the same page on the field and kind of being like a quarterback on defense is something that I take a lot of pride in being good at.
He did a really good job last year as a freshman, which is very tough to do, and there's no second guessing it now. He knows he's the man on our team, and we don't second guess it either. It's really nice when you can push a guy down the alley and you know Barrett's there to save it when he's supposed to, so it's definitely going to help us a lot on defense.
Nobody has a better view of everything that's going on at that end of the field than the goalie does, and as Matt became more acclimated with what we're trying to do on defense and some of those kind of things, you know, we need him to be able to do that, to be able to help lead us through some situations on the field.
I'm just excited to be back out in Glocker and hear all the fans and stuff again. It's really cool.